Hey there guys and gals, it's me nirex and welcome back to another intermediate C++ programming tutorial. So in this video we're going to actually talk a bit about operator overloading, but we're not going to do a whole lot of coding. We're actually going to look at CPP reference website, alright, just for, because there are a bunch of operators that we can overload and a couple of them that we can't. Alright, but before we talk about, what we can and can't overload, let's see what overloading is. So let me just zoom that in a little bit. So as you can see, I've created a class here, right? Class ratio, and it has a numerator and a denominator, simple and easy. And what I want to accomplish is I want to do ratio A times ratio B, and then I want to save the result in ratio result. Okay? Now the way I want to do that is like this. Alright, so I want to do A times B, but if I hover my mouse over this, you can see that it's written no operator star or multiplication matches these operands type of ratio times ratio. So what it's saying is basically I can't do ratio times ratio because it's not overloaded, because it doesn't know the logic to it. What does it need to do? Now I could do addition, but just for the sake of simplicity and because the math is simpler, I'm just going to go ahead and do this guy right here. So the way we do that is quite simple. Now I'm going to walk you through it step by step. So what we need is definitely a function. Now I'm not going to write the return type just yet. I just want to do a operator function. Whoa, what the hell? Operator. Thank you. Operator, this guy. Alright, so I want this operator. Now this function should take something in, right? This is the name of my function. Alright, so operator star is the name of my function. Now I need it to get something. What am I timesing it by actually? What I'm timesing it by is another ratio class, so it definitely needs to be ratio. But as we all know, just to make it faster, it needs to be a reference, and just to make it safe, it needs to be a constant reference, and we're going to name it RHS. Now, the reason why I name it RHS is because it's on the right hand side of the operation. It's the right operand. So yeah, RHS, and all good and dandy. So this is how we make an operator, or how we overload an operator, but it's different for every single operator. Just trust me. There's no time to talk about all of them in one video. It's something that you need to learn when you reach the need to do something with those operators. Alright, so this is still incomplete. We need to return something, but what do we return? As you saw, I want to do something like this. Alright, so I need to do result is this guy. Now let's go over here. No operator, whatever, ratio is int. Alright, so basically it just doesn't know what it's doing. So what I need to return here, see, these guys, they do something and they need to return something that is of the same type as this guy. So it's definitely a ratio reference. Alright, you could also return a ratio, but because sometimes data might get lost, that's why I'm returning a ratio reference. Alright, so ratio reference, all good and dandy. It's also faster. Yeah. Alright, so as you can see, this guy works right here, all good, all beautiful. But how do we actually do the thing? Well, how you it's quite simple how you multiply two ratios together. So we make another ratio class, ratio return value, or results ratio, and we do, well, we could just do numerator times RHS.numerator and denominator times RHS.denominator, and there we go. So now we have a result ratio, which is of type ratio, and it does the operation we want it to do, and then we could just return that. All good and easy. And this way we've created our lovely stuff. And what the hell am I doing this for? So this guy needs to be something like this. Alright, so we have, I'm sorry, not like that, like this. So we have 10 and 10 over 10, which is basically 1, getting multiplied by 3 over 4. It's going to be 30 over 40. Let's just go ahead and run it. And as you can see, it's 30 over 40. And why am I doing this. It was right the first time. So it's 30 over 40. All good and dandy. And this is basically what operator overloading is. It is a way to let the compiler, let C++, your code, know what to do when you're using a operator on a custom class. Okay, so ratio was a custom class. I wanted to make multiplication operation on it, but my computer didn't know how. C++ didn't know how, so I told it how to do it. All right. Now let's go ahead and take a look at this website right here. So this is CPP reference. This is the best website you can go. It's not really that much of a beginner friendly, but it's not bad either. Okay, so operator overloading, customizes, whatever bullshit. All right. We have some syntax here, which is okay. And here is one of the important things. Any of these operators can be overloaded. All right, any of these guys right here. I actually have a list. Well, I forgot where I put my list. Anyways, so yeah, a bunch of these operators can be overloaded, right? All of them can be overloaded, but they can be overloaded in different ways. You don't overload. Let me just zoom this guy in a little bit because it's too tiny. So you can't really just overload, I don't know, like this guy the same way you do addition or assignment or something. There are different ways to overload different operators, and this is one of the best pages I've found on the internet that actually tells you what to do. So this is how you do assignment. All right, assignment operator, and we have stream operator. So insertion and extraction, or the other way around. I don't know. So yeah. This is how you do them. You need to pass in the OStream and iStream objects and make them friends of your class, and just do that. Function call operator, which is called a functor, and you pass in the values you want as the operator, as the parameters of your class to be called. So I could create something like this. So let's actually go back here. So void operator, this is a return type. We don't want to return anything. Operator call, operator function call, and yeah, let me just go ahead and copy that right there. And just simple as that. And we're not going to do anything. We're not going to do anything at all. And I'm going to actually pass in void. Now, this will allow me to call my ratio class. All right, now this way you can call a class. Now this is called a functor. This is important, so I thought just it deserves extra attention. Function operator. It's kind of like that, all right? Function plus operator, functor. All right, kind of like that. So yeah, this is a functor, function operator, and it's pretty goddamn useful. Let's go back here. Now, yeah, we have that guy. We have increment and decrement operators like this, and as you can see, they can take an integer, can also not take an integer. Yeah, I'm just not gonna go into details of how these are because there are tons of them. So the plus equals operator, all the other ones work like this. The minus equal, the division, everything. Less than or greater than operators, obviously they return Boolean, and they're pretty goddamn useful. All of these guys, these guys right here, and this is pretty good. This is actually a very good point it's making here. So you can overload one operator, and then you can do the reverse of that operator. So as you can see here, it says inline bool operator equals. So this is the trying to see if it's actually equal. We do the compression here, and then for not equal, we do the reverse of that same operator. So you don't have to overdo everything or do something like 10 times. You can just do it like this. And so, yeah, this is basically a simple way to do operators and do overloads. And these are some of the operators that you can overload. Now there are a bunch of operators that you can't really overload. For example, the unary operator, dots, the dot star, and the trinary operator. So you can't really overload any of these, but you can overload any of these guys right here you want. Now, yeah, I don't know why I put that there. You can't really overload that guy right there. Or I don't know, maybe you can in the new C++. I might be a bit old for this, which I'm not. But yeah, point is, I don't know why I put that there. I don't think you can overload this one or this one, or this one. But yeah, yeah, you can't really overload all of them. Just put all the operators over there. So yeah, you can't overload all of these guys, but the ones you can overload, you're probably not going to overload all of them. Trust me, you're not. Anyhow, that's been it for this video, guys. If you have any questions, do write them in the comments. If you think I've made a mistake, do make sure you mention that in the comments. If it's severe, I'll definitely redo this video. And yeah, if you like this video, do leave a like. If you really enjoyed this video, do subscribe for more content like this. And thank you for watching. I will see you when I see you.